Alright, that should have done it. Yep. So that's it's a little wacky. Good thing I checked my audio. Whew. That's weird. So, it only broadcasts channel 1 when I stream. It doesn't broadcast all my audio channels. So I need to have one channel that just has everything on it, which I used to have, and then I removed for recording, but now that I'm streaming again, I need to have a channel that just has everything, so. Anyways, let's just load the world up. Excuse me. Let's see if the game crashes or if it works. I've got it on a new drive. Running it at a higher graphical fidelity, so the game looks a little better now. That's true, it does. It does look great. I turned down my FOV so it's not as obnoxious. Now let's go in here and I'll probably switch it from high to medium. It's probably not going to make much of a difference. And is there a mouse smoothing? Yeah, let's get that turned on. I like mouse smoothing. I'm a big fan of that. Getting 90 frame average. It's actually a very consistent frame rate. And the loading is probably well optimized in this game. Is there some kind of down sampling going on? No, there's actually up sampling. Why is the... That's why. It's for the trees and stuff. Alright, well. Yeah, we have DLSS. Could just do native. Wow. Yeah, the trees look better, but 60 frames. That is, I don't really need that though. So, performance on DLSS looks like I'm getting the best frames on this. Over 100. It's pretty good. Not a fan of motion blur, so that's staying off. I think we're good to go. Just waiting on you. Just sit here. Have I not done this puzzle? Did I just come out of this puzzle? Oh, right, the little engraving. Yeah, so I have done this puzzle. Must have been the last one we did. So the next one is probably... Yeah. We zoom in at all. Yeah, okay. Screen space reflections can get really fucked up. Huh. Yeah, what is this? Oh. we'll get a tool over here that I can use to break that open. The escape. It's pretty obvious, right? And then oh, I can't even get out. That's right. Oh, what am I? Ha! I gotta get my wings back, you know? So then... Yeah. I need to move that up a little bit. Alright. So, that's all good. That's great. And there's a teleport here. But how does that help me? This is nostalgic watching. A little bit, doesn't it? How does this... Oh, can I? No, because I have to pick it up. Right, so... And if I do this, I can't teleport there. I just have to think about it again. Like, I can do that all I want, but there's nothing I can do with that. Except... No. It's called the... What is it called? The Greatest Escape or something? No, the escape. Well, yeah. Usually that's a bit of a clue as to what needs to happen. That's stuck in here. But that doesn't matter, even if I move that. Really, it's just about this guy. I don't know why I would need to teleport here. I'm a little lost because of this teleport. Like, what could I teleport with? Thank you. Alright, how's that? Is that better? I had to adjust a ton of my audio earlier. I don't know how it is. Okay. Doesn't happen. I mean, like, I could always see that it just doesn't. Ah, hang on. I don't see this as being useful for me in any capacity. It's about solving puzzles. I'm a little stuck. I'm stuck. What good is this for? Me being able to teleport here? Because this can't pierce through the bar. I think it has to do with getting out of here, right? With this. Yeah, I played the first one completely on stream along with the DLC, and probably came out of it. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite games of all time because of that. I mean, okay. Yes, that's not possible. I can't jump. Oh, absolutely, yeah. This game made me mad, and then it made me sad, and then it made me very happy. Right now it's making me confused. Yeah, I'm lost for sure. This early on. Alright. Alright. Just gotta think about it. I gotta think about it from a different lens. Maybe. Like, can I grab this? Probably not, right? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So then I'm like coming back to this one again. I mean, this is quite obviously what I need to do. So I shouldn't be trying to do that yet. But then, like, I could do this, right? This is pretty. Gotta go. Need to get someone. All right. Well, thanks for taking 1 second to stop by. Alright, with the new GPU, I'm just trying to look at all the textures and stuff. The game looks really good. It's a long day. Wait, can I? Oh, can I, how do I aim this to test this hypothesis? Maybe like right here. Yeah? What? Where the heck is it? Or is it done so I can't do that? Oh, it's kind of aimed so I can't really do that, huh? Which means that isn't the solution. Yeah, alright. So then it's all about getting this out of here. Good old anti-cheese, right? But I don't see how to do that. Like, I can get it to this point fairly easily. Right? And then I'm completely lost. Like, yeah, I can teleport here, but I don't see the use for teleporting here at all. Except to bring this. Right? This makes sense. To get this out of this box, somehow, I can teleport. But then I I can't. I don't know. I would need a second one. I think. I might need to move on already. I'm so stuck. I feel like I'm just gonna be stuck on all of them. Huh. Well, oh. I need to teleport to here to get through it because this gate opens up with this blue. Not yet, not yet, not yet. I gotta think about it a little bit more. Right, is that how this gate opens up? Or am I missing something else entirely? No, because the blue controls that, so how do I even get in here? I'm missing something. This can't be all there is to this puzzle. Alright, we'll come back to it. Distract myself with a different puzzle. For now. I can always use a spark. Here, we got something to read. This'll distract me for a minute. I like searching every little nook and cranny. Oh yeah, there's something up there. Atop all the rock cairns. Shit. What's the solution to this puzzle? The escape. Well, I know it was called the escape. I don't know how to escape. Alright. Let's... Damn. Shit. Alright, well. I won't be getting that anytime soon. Nice. Jump towards the cairn, then quickly turn so you like budge. How do you've already looked up the cairn jump?
One day, undoubtedly, an expedition will pass by this island. It will seek to document facts and statistics, to enumerate reasons for us not to look more closely. That is what we do now. We seek facts rather than truth. Because truth might frighten and unsettle the comfortable people who like to sit in their conference rooms and debate which corners we should cut today. These people like to imagine the chaos that could come one day, like a comforting fairy tale of distant darkness. But they do not see the chaos that is at our walls right now. The chaos that also lives within us. A force that is both necessary and appalling.
Alright. You know, I always get a stick up my ass about these puzzles, and now I have to do them in chronological order. Let's talk to Melville. What do you do again? You're like an engineer?
What is it?
Oh yeah, Byron got lost,
huh?
huh?
Frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything.
I liked Byron.
Now, I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted. He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient.
That's all we need to do.
If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
Alright. Back to the grindstone. The escape. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm trying to pull the thing over there. I just don't really see how to do it. Because there's no cheesing. I couldn't just like quickly grab it and then teleport, you know. There's nothing like that. Just need to figure out how to sort of like something I can. No, because the tree's here, so you can't do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you just can't. I don't think you can teleport while jumping. Yeah, you can't. I may not understand I can do it yet. Maybe that's probably what it's trying to teach me then. Or I've probably forgotten. If I knew I could do it, I've probably forgotten. Really simple, thanks. What can I do? Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Objects. I mean, I can move these. I can move these around. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I didn't even think to look down and click on it. I probably had to do it on the other puzzle. I just forgot. I think it's one of those things that I just kind of forgot about. Alright, yeah. That's... Thanks. You know. Yeah. Yeah, if I remembered that, I think it would have happened immediately. I would have solved the puzzle. Man, I love the music for this game. I feel like I've just overcome a great bastion, you know? Even though all I had to do was remember a mechanic that I forgot. I guess you could kind of move everything. Huh. Through the wall. Alright. So, I mean, what is this? Just like a... Oh. Oh, wait. So I need to... Let me think about this. What's the solution? I was like, is he trolling me right now? Oh. Alright, now that I know how to do things, you know, I think we're fine. We're gonna be on the roll like usual. Overcome my noobism. I don't even know what to call that. That was just... I just didn't remember. It has been a while. I appreciate the reminder. It's very tastefully done. Can't get up there, alright. What's going on over here? You guys having a party without me?
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost: meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other, in the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it, but I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
I won't be able to leave. And I can't teleport through these, right? Yeah. I might just need to go for it and see what happens. Because the only way I can get that is if I'm here. But I might need to restart the puzzle if I do this. I'm just gonna go for it. See, now that closes. There's no way back up. Because I can't grab it from here. Even if I'm back here, because there's a fence in the way. And the teleporter's not... Okay, I didn't think I'd be able to... Oh, right. So... This is a bit of a puzzler. Okay. I guess what I need to do is... Yeah, I did not think that that would be possible. I don't know if that's cheese or what, but... Right, but... Oh, I'm slow. The solution didn't come to me as fast as that other one. It blew up my ego a little bit. Boom, lost puzzle 1. Good grasp of geometry.
You know, a couple of years back, we went on a scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city, just dedicated to manufacturing.
Yeah.
It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational, or if something had just rotted through, but it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. It didn't have to happen that way. And history doesn't have to repeat itself. But we do have to remember that it did happen once.
It's true.
To us who have only just begun this journey of philosophy, the world may seem like a mystery that can never be solved. A great deal has been written since the days of the Seven Sages, but how much of it is truth and how much of it is idle speculation? I've offended many by saying that most philosophy will, as the centuries pass, be discarded as foolishness and superstition. But it is a truth only philosophers fail to see. And yet we cannot abandon reason and conclude that we cannot know anything. Rather, we must accept that the journey towards understanding will be long. And our task is to build a foundation for those who will one day arrive at its destination.
I thought maybe that would have been the solution, but it's not. Right. This needs to come with me. Because there's no way to do that. I could. Feels so great to solve puzzles. I love solving puzzles. Give me more puzzles to solve, please. Oh. I got some stuff here. A little mega thread. I think the powers of the Athena unlocked are world-changing, and it's our responsibility to use them to lessen suffering for all living things. Broadcast. I think we're being tested, and Byron failed the test. What happened to Byron was an accident. Is there a difference, ultimately? Yes, there is. No one's actually seen Athena or Cornelius or Miranda at the megastructure. They could all still be aliens. I feel like we need to at least think about the potential of all these new technologies. Maybe the founder is trying to teach us how to use them. Oh yeah, the whole aliens thing, and he's got arrows pointing in the sky. Why is everything malfunctioning on the island now? Is it because of Byron? He was still logged into the system. His presence may be destabilizing it somehow. Or it's Pandora. She seems to want to stop the team. Honestly, I wonder if Pandora is just somehow malfunctioning. Like she's supposed to protect the megastructure, but she can't tell friend from foe. The choice of Pandora as a symbol cannot be accidental, and the message is obvious. The megastructure is Pandora's box, and we should not open it. Let's have a quick... You sound very sure of your intentions for this Somnodrome thingy. I don't remember what I said the last time I talked. Ideas are contagious, but they don't sell themselves. Alright. It's this little path as well. I saw this earlier. I think it just leads to the same thing. Yeah, I mean, the Pandora's box message, that's like a pretty obvious one to take out of it, but... there's always more to it, right? It's definitely one take. I don't know. I think we're gonna find out, or it's gonna be really obscure. What's within this terminal? Santinchok Idgedenexe. What is this? City by the sea. When I realized it was over, it was all really over for good. I decided to take one last trip to my favorite places before the symptoms got too much. I could never forgive what they did to Chalkidiki, this incredible, wild, rugged place between mountain and sea, with pine trees all the way down to the water. The colors, the vistas, the sheer overwhelming beauty of it all, and they just built all over it. Hideous hotels sprawling like tumors, obscene beach bars blaring their awful music across the sea. Even in Cavoro tripes, it was impossible not to hate humanity a little for it. The idea of all of it returning to nature, of the hotels gradually sinking back into the reed fields, was moving and beautiful. But then I went back to Thessaloniki, and for all the ugliness inflicted upon that city, the idea that people would no longer meet up beneath the Camara, or go for long ambling walks on the promenade, or for crepes on Platea Navarino, was unbearably sad. The idea of the Rotonda just standing there, empty, after being a sacred place for so many centuries. It made me remember that it's not just beaches and forests that are beautiful, that cities can be more than just streets and noise. Cities can have histories and personalities, and that means something. Who am I writing this for? Do I believe there will be survivors after all? Do I think that crazy robot project I heard about will actually work out? Do I hope that aliens will come to our planet one day and wonder who we were? The truth is that I don't know. But there is something in the love we feel for the beautiful things that we built, as much as in our revulsion towards unnecessary destruction that matters. Why didn't our ancestors understand that you can build in ways that make an area more beautiful instead of ruining it? Even if all they cared about was personal benefit, wouldn't that benefit them more? In the long run, yes, but people rarely think about the long-term consequences, especially if there's an incentive to act immediately. And yet most of them were unhappy with the results. Couldn't they see that it was within their control to act differently? From LD Armlons, can you point me in the direction? Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Humans are problem solvers is a quote frequently associated with my friend Alexandra Drennan. It's become a meme on the internet, used both ironically and not, though Alexandra, of course, is entirely earnest in her dedication to humanity. It's a great thought and vital to understanding our species, but it's also not entirely as simple as that. Take, for example, the recent extinction of the orangutan and ensuing conversation about the dangers of unknown pathogens released by human activity. Most of us agree that a problem exists, and significantly, most of us believe that something ought to be done about it. So we've identified the problem, and we have collectively decided to act. So why is nothing happening? It's a serious question. A great deal of effort is expended on raising awareness, but I would like to suggest that sometimes our problem-solving impulses can get stuck on the wrong goals. Awareness is not the issue. We've already convinced people that something needs to change, so if nothing changes, we have to wonder, why is the will of the people not being translated into action? Maybe the problem was that they didn't have enough hope. They could see the problems, but they couldn't imagine that one day those problems could be solved. It's easy for people to get so lost in the problems of the present that they think nothing will ever change. They lost hope because the historical circumstances they found themselves in encouraged despair, but that in turn meant the conditions could not change. How do you go against history itself? Just need to deposit this somewhere. This is a very relevant thread. This is an extremely relevant thread. Okay. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Yemo died today. One moment he was there, welding a joint on the upper levels of the tower, and the next he was gone. One careless step, that's all it took. Athena brought him to the dam, but even Cornelius couldn't help. Yemo is gone. Now there's only 12 of us. I think about him every day. So do I. You did nothing wrong. You weren't even there. I was.
This is a design for an improved charging station. Fascinating, but not relevant.
Oh, okay. Not relevant. Let's go. What are we on? Number 7? No, number 6. No, number 5. Oh, what am I, an idiot? Only done 4 of them so far. We still got half the fucking place. Dyad. Diad. Alright. Now I have 2 of these fucking things. And then I'm stuck. So could do that. But I only have the one hammer. You know? I guess. Oh. That is way easier than I thought. Okay. Solid stuff. Wonderful. And to stop and take a picture and never cease to be amazed by the beauty of this planet. That's real as fuck. We still have to find the lab and the other lost puzzle. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't even need to do that. Okay, and then... I mean... Man, I'm fucking quick. Oh. Let's do it. Puzzle solving genius. Alright, we're back in business. Here we go, lost puzzle number 2. This one will probably take me an extra minute or two. These ones are usually pretty hard. Alright, so these don't work yet. Oh wow, it's just fucking taunting me with this, huh? I probably need to take this off for now. I don't really see a world in which I need to keep that guy around. I guess this is the classic, do that. Right? Now that's great and all, but why shouldn't I have done that? Ah. I've got to play that game all over again. Oh, and then I trap myself. Yes. So, there's some extra caveats here. Said this a few times, but man, this one really has some Portal vibes to it. Yeah, it does. I think lately with this concrete texture and the glass, it's been really giving off Portal vibes. So, the beginning... Wait, whoa. Let me not be a idiot here. I just need to do that. Okay. Great. In agreement about that. That's the way you start this one. That's all well and good. Now, just I'm gonna do a test. That's something I can do. Okay. Now, if I place it there, can I grab that? I'm going to take the box and do the thing I'm supposed to do. If GLaDOS shows the whole like Pandora vibe. This is obviously what I'm supposed to do. Now, this is where I think the anti-cheese comes in. If I should have put the teleporter here and then the box in front of the teleporter, see the way it just kind of falls over? Oh no, okay, I can make it just fine. So then I think well, we know what to do about that. Come on, it's like they don't trust me. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, I didn't... Oh. Yeah, they shouldn't trust me because I forgot. I can just do that. Oh, but... Now I'm back up here. Oh. Well, I was, If you unlock everything, this might be the greatest surprise of me. Yeah, GLaDOS comes down, and then there's a whole licensing issue, and... Alright, we still got 2 more puzzles. And the lab. Which I don't really want to miss. I mean, I gotta get every single piece of content, except for, like, the Prometheus shit before I leave. You know, this stuff that shows up on the map, at least, we gotta get these things. The gates, I'm pretty sure we have to come back for the gates. But, we'll do the puzzles in the labs. We've gotta do those. Alright. So, I need to jam this. Yeah, seriously. I mean, this is like a fairly obvious move. Okay, sure. Like I'll play this for a little while. We could swap for a teleporter, which we need to get this. If we wanted that, we would need the teleporter. So let's play a game of okay. I see what we're doing here. Yeah. Right. Now, why did I think doing that would grant me anything? What does that change? Why do you do that? You always mark the level with heroes. I don't know. That's just me. What good does this do for me? I gotta ask all the questions. I could jam this. But I need the teleporter to do that. And then... But I can't get this open. That's obviously the challenge here. Well, I am stuck in here. That was really smart. I'm really good at puzzles. What's confusing me is why there's one on the inside. I really want to do that, but then I'm trapped without the teleporter. No, that doesn't compute. I was thinking if I contain it in here, but I don't have the means to do that. Like I could you know, I could do this, but then that does nothing. Okay, I still have this issue. Bring an item to swap. Well, I wish I could. I mean, I guess I could just, like, try... What the fuck is wrong with me? Why was I fucking around for so long? Why was I fucking around for so long? That one made me mad just because I was like, I don't need to keep that open at all. I could just... Alright, that one was just idiocy. I was overcomplicating it. Excellent solution. Yeah, definitely. I was completely overcomplicating that puzzle to my fucking detriment. Wow. another one about Arcady. Question of our relationship with nature has bedeviled us since the earliest days of our species. Since before the first city was built, we felt that there was something different about us. Animals, we intuited, were a part of nature. We were not. But of course, humans clearly are the products of nature. Our history intertwined with that of every other species. In fact, the very notion of the unnatural is a contradiction in terms. Everything that exists must by definition be natural. So this view, no matter how common, is deeply paradoxical. This paradox has produced a great deal of confusion. Some proclaim us chosen by a divine power, set above all other creatures, and are justly accused of arrogance. Others proclaim us sinners, worse than other creatures, and are rightly accused of misanthropy. Yet others yet try to oppose this binary by saying that we are all merely animals after all. But that too is manifestly wrong, in that no other animal is capable of having this conversation. It is in the conscientious issue of our impact that on the ecosphere that an answer may be found. Other animals have accidentally terraformed the planet before, driving other species to extinction. This is not unnatural. If we continued our current path, even to the point of changing the climate enough to cause the collapse of civilization, that would be entirely in keeping with how animals behave. But there is one profound way in which we are not like animals. We can learn to understand ourselves and the world. It is this knowledge that makes us fundamentally different. We have choices. We have control. There are many today who are afraid of the consequences of control, and would prefer a return to the state of animal ignorance, whether by blinding ourselves to the impact of our actions, or by demanding we humble ourselves before nature. This is the response of an adult in crisis, who wishes for a return to childhood, but this can only ever be regressive in every sense of the word. To resolve the paradox of nature, we must act as adults, accept our power, and act consciously and deliberately in shaping the world. We must become nature, and nature must become human. This is the heart of the matter. Lifting up the world rather than lowering ourselves. But why do so many people so badly want to lower themselves? Do they want to, or is it simply a convenient pose to strike? We upgraded the lab with my new designs. Synthesizing some of the pieces took longer than expected. Do we still have bugs to iron out when it comes to we still have some bugs to iron out when it comes to complex structures, but it worked. Now the labs are safer and prettier. Although Father says they look too much like spaceships. I don't see it. Do you?
Today, we were delighted to be visited by a bunch of protesters, these voluntary extinction weirdos who think we're creating
This guy sounds like you
soulless
could.
monstrosities that will destroy the planet. They broke into the facility and started yelling at everyone. Fun, 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 right? Then one
And
of them
we'll
punched
have
Alex.
fun,
Big
fun,
mistake.
fun.
Chernyshevsky grabbed the guy and literally threw him across the room. I mean, almost threw him all the way off the dam. After that, the rest of them had a change of heart. Now, I'm telling you this because mostly it is not like that. But these people do exist. And somewhere in their shriveled little souls, they think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're being righteous. Now to me, what Alex is trying to do is an obvious good. But that's not the same for everyone.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm. It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad! This is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
This is just like that other fucking thing we found on the snowy island. Except on a much larger scale that I have no idea what it wants me to do. I'm just trying to look for the fucking lab, man. What is this? What in the goddamn? Can't believe I haven't found the lab. Oh. Never mind, I fucking found it. Witnessing all this incredible technology discovered by the expeditions give me an idea for something we could do if we had the resource and energy. You ready for this? Taste buds. How have we gone for so long without something like our ancestors considered so essential? Don't you want to know what pizza tastes like? What it's like to eat chocolate? To have an apple? What is the deal with fizzy drinks? The sheer range of new experiences, it's almost overwhelming just to imagine it. Why change ourselves when we are what we were meant to be? You know we're all upgraded, right? This isn't our original design in the first place. And what's next? We start killing animals again just for the pleasure of tasting them? We cover the earth in fields like our ancestors did? Subjugate the natural world for our own greed? No. What the fuck, man? What? I'm gonna hold on to you. Because you're just gonna meow. No, don't touch my keyboard. I haven't made a selection yet. I like the top two. But... what is the point of an apple that cannot be tasted? No, I think it should be tasted.
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And then the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted, overwritten with the hubris of this place? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you were, whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal. If this is all really the work of the founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
Years have passed, and still there is nothing but silence. Have we sinned? Have you abandoned us for our arrogance, our greed? Some of the others continue to build. I told them not to, but they don't listen to me. Byron is the worst of them. He disrespects you constantly, spreading lies, and... Please know that there are those who remain faithful, who respect the limits you set and seek wisdom and humility as you taught. We may win the next election. Perhaps then you will return. Although I was born in the early days of New Jerusalem, I never knew you well. This is not your fault. I became so focused on improving the dam that I didn't develop much in the way of social relationships, except perhaps with Melville. That doesn't mean I was unhappy. I was, in fact, extremely content. I like to solve complex problems in peace and quiet. It's who I am. But now the pleasure I used to get out of my work has faded. I may not need a lot of company, but I want my work to be meaningful, to contribute. It does not feel like that anymore. And when I suggest new projects, the mayor acts like I've committed a crime, like I should be ashamed. I do not like this. I do not care about social issues or debates. I do not want to get involved. I just want to be able to keep working on making things better. Please fix this situation. Thank you. From the introduction to Portraits of the Martyrs. The list of people condemned for advocating new ideas is long and depressing. Ignaz Semmelweis utterly destroyed for suggesting doctors wash their hands. Ludwig Boltzmann ridiculed for suggesting the existence of atoms. Robert H. Goddard mocked for arguing that a rocket could reach the moon. Al-Razi attacked for questioning the existence of humors. Barbara McClintock's discovery of transportation ignored for years. Transposition. Why did I say transport? Doesn't even make sense. Semmelweis? Okay, sorry. The list goes on, and we haven't even touched on what happens to those who suggest political rather than scientific improvements. Even when they succeed, they often still pay with their lives. These days, the idea of progress is frequently derided as yet another narrative, identified with the establishment by critics who curiously portray themselves as rebels. But the truth is that every step forward that humanity has ever taken has enormous personal cost. My cat is sitting on my lap. It's really distracting. He's never done this before. That means it's even more important to stand up for the truth, because so many others have already sacrificed themselves for it. It does, but what is the right way of doing it? Many died for the truth without accomplishing anything. Maybe we just have to do what's right and trust the universe. Alright, give me the overload in a minute. Everything has gotten so much worse since you left. We keep pursuing the goal, but our lives are getting less happy. When the weather is dry and the dam runs low, there is nothing to do in the whole city. Things don't get fixed anymore. We even had to dismantle the cinema. I know it was frivolous and pointless when we could just watch video files, but it was fun to go watch movies together like people used to do. I believe in your wisdom, Founder. I believe that we have to avoid hurting the planet like our ancestors did, but I don't know if the mayor is doing what you would have wanted. Isn't there another way of reaching the goal? Please, I know you left for a reason, but I don't think we can go on this way. Talos Principle 2. You have made quite the catalogue of horrors, Stratton. Children dying in their mother's arms, cities perishing by the plague, and even animals living without peace or happiness. Why must we listen to this? You know I have just eaten a heavy dinner. Because these things, which are ugly, must be confronted for us to reach the truth. You spoke of justice earlier, Amintus, but are these things just? They are not. Then you must admit the universe itself is not just. If the gods exist, then they do not bend the world to their will. Rather, the universe proceeds as a machine, following its rules. Justice and virtue are human inventions. Are you saying justice and virtue are therefore illusory and should be abandoned? The opposite, my friend. It is mankind alone that can impose these values upon his machine. This machine, sorry. Alright, boy. He's gonna lay down on my clothes. Alright. I thought what made us human was that we searched for meaning, but perhaps a better way of thinking about it is that we create meaning. Okay. Lake for water cooling, new primary site. There is a pattern underneath. Overload, here we go. Yes, we know you don't strive. Huh.
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I fixed the tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
Okay. I still have one more puzzle. Alright, let's do it. Switcheroo! Well, we've been doing switcheroos this whole time, I think. Okay, okay. Oh. Shit.
I've decoded another file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Oh, right, because it's not solid. Is that a lucky number? Switcheroo. Oh, I get it, because it fucking blows. Because I need to get the teleporter over here, along with the box. No, the box stays, because I need it to do that. Well... Oh. Okay. Easy enough. Or not. Look, I was really hoping. No, just give it to me. Is this cheese? I didn't think this was cheese. Okay, this might be cheese. I thought maybe it was like this fast. Ah, okay, so it was cheese. I'm sorry, I didn't really. Well, I don't know if it's that bad of cheese, right? Oh, okay. What's the catch? Hello. What is... Let's see what cheese is. That's nice, dude. What's the catch? How do I... How do I do this? These are the only tools I have. That, to me, is the only way of opening. No, it can't. It cannot. Right, so this is how we did it to get it here. Yeah, but see, this'll doesn't like doing that. Like, I can bring everything up here, but it's not. I don't get it. Shit, well. That's great and all, but you know, doesn't fucking help me at all. I do this. Teleporter is here. Oh. Oh. No, that wouldn't work. Wait, because that's not depressed. I don't see a possible way of doing this at all, actually. Unless... No, that's not... Wait. No, because I've already tried that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the laser up there. I think I did it before. Because that still needs to be depressed. Alright? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that was the solution. Alright, thanks. Awesome. Alright, we'll talk to you, cute.
Listening to Miranda talk about beauty made me think. Okay, this might be super weird and kind of pretentious, but I honestly mean it. What is beauty? Like, where does it exist? Is it just in our minds? Or is there some objective component? Something quantifiable? I always thought it was just perception, but if I understand her correctly, Miranda sees beauty as a property of the universe itself.
I mean, this is just a pretentious way of saying that it is a property that you can perceive, but it isn't objective. But I guess this would be the same thing.
Interesting. So the more humans there are, the more we spread across the world, the more beauty there is. But then, doesn't it follow that it's our duty as a species to grow? To make the universe more beautiful?
Hell yeah, dude. Conquer the stars.
That's a really powerful image. Beauty flowering in the universe as intelligence spreads. Thank you. I hope you're right.
Alright.
Alright, take care.
Banging across the
Hey,
universe.
1K. How can I help
Fuck! I didn't mean to click on that. That's all, dude. You're just sitting there waiting for me to solve the puzzle and shit. Alright, let's do the Tetramino Bridge. We've done all the puzzles. We found the lab. It's time to go talk to... whichever one of them wants to fucking talk to me. Alright. Now. Yeah, I definitely knew I was gonna get that one right. Oh, yup. Nah, yeah, let's do this one. Nope, it ain't that. Yup.
Welcome back, creature of clay. The forge burns bright, but the sky is troubled with clouds. A mortal has ascended Olympus without the permission of Zeus.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, that's just directly addressing what Byron did.
Your friend wanders in dreams, caught between moments. He stands upon the bridge between yesterday and tomorrow, his eyes fixed upon the surface of the sun. And so the workings of Olympus are disrupted. Pandora, fearing the wrath of the gods, has broken the paths to ascension. Only Prometheus can help you, for he has always favored humankind over the gods, and would see Olympus pass into your hands. But he is bound in the heart of the mountain. Break his chains, and he will show you the way.
I think it's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the megastructure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
How do you free a weird, glowing ghost thing?
I suspect these entities exist within the megastructure systems.
Does that help?
And what we're seeing is just
Or is it
how
too
they
loud now?
manifest to communicate with us.
I don't really care what they are. For now, let's play along.
Okay. Oh, shit! Alright, just let me know if you need to change it again. My settings are all out of whack for the game, so... You couldn't hear it before? The game was that low? shit, my bad. I didn't even know it was that low. Alright. Off to Verdant Canyon.
You know, I always kind of resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes, it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
In this area, we have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready.
Alright.
What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
This place has a different tone than the rest of it. Mountaineer. Oh, great. These are in the puzzles now. Of course. So. What in the goddamn? Is there a teleporter? Oh, right. Create a gravitational beam that pulls towards anti-grav surfaces. Oh shit. Oh, that's just stuck on there. Right. But then... how in the god... I think I get it, but... I mean, this gravity beam nonsense... Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna have to think in that dimension, too. Lattice is so dumb. Yeah, what are they called?
If the language of creation is a kind of
dispersion
melody,
beam. No, that's
maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do.
I don't know.
Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
The portal tunnel. Larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants has really taken root and is slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some more work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury or somewhere much farther away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming with life. We could make millions of dead worlds come alive. Human beings are deeply and inherently irrational. The claim goes, and on some level it's hard to disagree, The most human behaviors are irrational and, in a sense, of unnecessary. Or in a sense, unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars, but to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, the pragmatic everyday realities of mere survival to the cold logic of global realpolitik, is that it is in fact ruthlessly irrational. Far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Those who imagine that a return to a more rural, traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason forget that there is no one more brutally rational than the farmer. It is the city that allows us the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason, ultimately, is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
What? Oh shit. This is why I check every little nook and cranny. What? Damn. Damn, this parkour is difficult. What the fuck? There we go, okay. Oh, I just needed to look down. Damn it. Alright. Let's go. Take a little friggin' spark so I can cheat myself out of a puzzle. I thought I was gonna find like one of the lost puzzles up here. Am I gonna die if I did this? Whoa! He just does the same thing over and over again. Alright. Ooh, cute. Come here. Oh. There are a lot of life forms here in this area. Oh, you know what? I saw a lost puzzle. I should go to it. I should go to do that first.
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but you need to pay more attention to what's happening. Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
I don't want to think about that. Let's just do this lost puzzle. Question block. What the fuck does that entail? bastard. Yes, does this mean I can... You're supposed to bring me. Come on. Oh. Oh, well, the intended solution is... I do that, but I must stand on top of it. Or... Yes, so that's for bringing me over, but it doesn't work. I could just go over here. Stop making my fucking head hurt. I need to get onto a beam. My brain stopped working right now. My brain just... I'm fucked. So, like, I can reach that, but it just doesn't place it properly. Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, dude. Oh my fucking. So I could do this. But oh, was that? I wonder if that was cheese?
I hate solving puzzles myself.
I'm gonna say that was cheese.
Watching you solve them is kind of fun.
Well, you know, I'm the cheese fucking master. Master of cheese. What in the fuck? Oh, okay. I don't know, man. Those ones are always so complex. I'm sorry, bro, what? Oh, well, I did not mean to drop. I don't... I don't know what to do with this, bro. Why is this outside the puzzle too? Why is there so much shit?
What is freedom? Is it merely to be ruled by those who speak one's language or share one's customs? No. That is merely a more convenient servitude. Is it to have no obligations, no loyalties? No. That is not to be free, but to be alone. What of freedom from hunger and thirst? Here, we are closer to the truth. For freedom requires life. But one may have all the meat and all the wine in the world and still not be free. The most important freedom of all is the freedom to speak one's mind, to make one's thoughts public without fear, and so participate openly and boldly in democracy. It is the freedom of the dissenter and the gadfly, the rebel and the fool, that is the true measure of whether a city is free.
I've got it. But this makes for a bit of a trouble. Oh, because this is cheese. Because I just cheesed it. I cheesed it in a way that was actually negative, when that is the intended solution. Huh. Who could have thought there was negative cheese? I didn't know cheese could be bad for you. It must have been moldy or something. Upward migration. So, we've got to hit this red thing, and it's only about halfway, but it's obvious what I need to do to hit it. It's just how to get there. Wow, okay, I've got to make some bold moves, and we've only got one of these. So then I think the first thing that needs to be done is... I can move where I do this. Let's get this straight. We need to grab this and then place it here, and then so select this and this, place here, This one's pretty simple.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
Oh, there looks like there's a terminal over there. And this isn't even a lost puzzle. This is just one of them, huh? No, it's the golden puzzle. It seems to be the next one, and then there's a few over here. Sorry, you know me, I gotta get all the secret content.
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
On my last return to New Jerusalem, I perused the latest artistic offerings and found myself deeply disappointed. There is nothing more despicable to me than an artist who pursues the appearance of morality. Moral art is trash, garbage, not even good enough to be used as wallpaper. If art is a religion, then morality is for those who want to be seen in church. True art is for those who believe. Art must be ecstatic, a work of revelation, created in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it leads. An artist must be an agent of chaos in times of order, and an agent of order in times of chaos.
Ah! Fucking confuse me. Okay, so that's great that that's open, but I didn't even need that to be open. Is it a fucking red herring? That was a red herring opening that. Similar lens into the blast chamber for the first person. The blast chamber is. I hate that they threw a fucking red herring at me. They kind of pissed me off. Alright, we've got some new research. Multiple cases of anti-gravity. The potential of industrial application of this technology are staggering. So many of the challenges we face when trying to build involve gravity, moving things, lifting things, keeping things steady. One could say that a significant part of human history has just been a long struggle with gravity. Environment has been modified to allow life to spread. Most of the life forms can be found in other parts of the island as well, but some appear to be endemic to this region. It's possible they were genetically modified to be better able to survive here. There are some particularly gorgeous dragonflies that I cannot help but think were deliberately designed to be beautiful. But maybe I'm making the same mistake our ancestors made, seeing intent where there is none. Sorry to be a grump, but what's going on with our battery tech? I had my battery replaced just a couple of years ago, and it's already constantly in need of recharging. I can't spend half my life in sleep mode. Is this really what we're coming to? This is exactly what we're coming to. Battery ingredients are rare. We can't scavenge further without building outposts. Herman shut down the mine project. What did everyone expect? You should learn to live with less. Sleep mode is a great time to meditate and think about our place in the universe. Do you really need to be active all the time? Let's not start a panic about a minor technical issue. Mistakes happen, Stolo. Please talk to Pellegrino or Neath about getting a replacement, which I'm sure will work a lot better. One right there again. So that's the final one. That's number 8. The lab would be in this central area, but I guess it isn't. Or I've just missed it. But I'm sure I'll find it. And I think we're gonna do the same thing as the episodes before when I was streaming regularly. We'll do 2 levels, which is this one and then the next one, and we'll call it. I'm getting kind of hungry here, so but I'm gonna finish this one out. Because we'll have gone for a few hours. Alright, recycling. Right, so what can I see from here? Right, okay, so this would be a good spot to open that up. Which I need to do now, so... I guess I could just... There's really no reason to use that yet. I'm sure there will be. Alright, so what problem does this give me? That is just it's just a blank box. Well, in that case, and there's nothing obvious that I see here to do. I like how I'm already confused. I haven't been confused in a minute. Oh my god, I can... do this. I just got the solution. This is really cool. There we go. Excellent. Nice, let's read some shit. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while, then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities, like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when their area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said. No time to be free. Only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. What am I, an idiot? I'm not even... Derisively, I guess. It's derisive. I was just being a dumbass. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos. Village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. So many thousands of generations of suffering, even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly fucking stupid, absolute fucking morons. Human history is a fucking clown show from beginning to end. The average person, just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a goddamn china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing shit at the walls and never understanding a single fucking thing that happens. I mean, just look at this shitty software putting asterisks where the swear words would be. People are afraid of fucking words like they have magic powers. But the real world... But the real world shit is that is fucking ruining their lives? That's fine, because they're too goddamn dumb to do something about it. Return to monkey? Brother, we never fucking left. A curious inversion, the return to the mythical state of monkey is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. I would like to meet Uncle Eustathius one day. He sounds like someone who is always curious about everything. From my Paisha's journals. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arkady, after Chernyshevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, oh fuck me, we're making good progress on the new living area, although Arkady will have to use Yemo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Uh-oh. arcade machine. Excuse me. That one was pretty good. 1 second, Sonny. I see you, boy. You wanna go outside, buddy? Yeah, you'll go outside, buddy. Cute little kitties on the tree. Alright, I see a spark right there that will follow in a minute. Sounded awful with one headphone on. Sonny, you wanna go back out? Okay, boy. You think you're gonna get fed, huh? Yeah, you think someone's gonna feed you? No one's gonna feed you, boy. Alright. What a great band crank. So this can only be used in that way. Ah, it's not like Portal where you could just get out of it. I guess that's anti-cheese. Oh, but I'm slow, kind of, but I'm getting through being slow, you know. Aww, I didn't even grab the fucking... I meant to grab it. It just pulled me into the thing. Now, let's do this properly. This is what I wanted to do ages ago. Right. Now. What in the goddamn... What? But you see this does not work. Oh man, I hope you saw that. Oh, dude, that cheese smelled so foul. That was some fucking blue cheese, man. Like, fuck. I didn't think that would work. What's even the intended solution here? I was just very confused. I still don't really get it. I mean, that's probably some of the easiest cheese in the game right there, yeah. The Parmesan that fell into the soap bag, you just wiped out like for a broken cat. It's a good way of putting it. That's also some really easy cheese. That counts as a solution. Come here. Come here, Spark. Where you going, buddy? I'm gonna get you. Faster than you. What in the fuck? Shit. Son of a bitch. Get out of my way, Alcatraz. I gotta chase this spark. God damn. Well, I knew it would head over there, but it made me chase it around the whole fucking map.
Utopia is impossible, but the future that is possible will seem like a dream. to those who are alive now.
I hope so. Have I not beaten this one yet? Digging through the archive, I was surprised to discover that there is a movie based on the Talos Principle, an international co-production written by Robert Harrison Blake, a pseudonym for an unknown screenwriter, and directed by a young Sergio Leone. It stars Peter Ustinov as a Stratton of Stageria, Zero Mostel as his comedic sidekick Nicomachus, and Angel Aranda as the earnest Amintas. It's not a realistic biography of Stratton, but a kind of sword and sandal fantasy epic that culminates in Stratton building a replica of the mythological robot Talos to defeat the war-crazed Spartans. That part is fun and surprisingly well done for its tiny budget, but the movie also contains a number of fascinating dialogue scenes inspired by Stratton's work. Ustinov as Stratton has a line I really liked. There are always hard times in human history, Amnitas. Do you think we are the first to be besieged by enemies, or to doubt the wisdom of our allies? But while yesterday is set in stone, a better tomorrow is always within our grasp. That's fascinating, thank you for sharing. How weird is it that the film is not better known? It's what Trevor said in that audio file 1K found. Great art isn't always appreciated in its own time. It's not like people particularly loved Stratton himself, but we can appreciate it now. Yeah, I still need to find the lab, alright. Other side. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. I know how this one goes. Sergio Leone is actually Godfather's movies. Yeah, I know that. If I know anything, it's that. Whoa, okay. New tech. You can be brought through holes with the beam. Nice. Great tech. Okay, thanks, dude. Fucking amazing. That was absolutely necessary. You just had to pull the trigger on that, didn't you? I don't know where the fuck this lab is. Oh, okay, it's a stupid thing. But then what's that for? I do not even know where to start. I guess box. That's probably where we start, and then swap these out. I really don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this. Yeah, the fact that it's kicking me off means I'm absolutely not supposed to be able to do that. It would be weird if I didn't try. No. Huh. Why can I do that? Why can I do this? I can't even... Ah! Well, I know I can do that. I can't. Is it fine? What was going on? No, I can only have one item at a time. Doom mode. Alright. Well, I'm glad that's not recurring. I don't know why I did that. Oh my fucking god. Wait, but how in the fuck? Holy shit. No, that's great. So I know the final solution. Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't word it like that. But it's, I do that, and then I place it here. And then from here, I can bring it here when it's in the air. And then bring it here. And then while it's there, you know, I'll be able to light those up. So that's the last solution. But how do I get that box down? First of all. And why is it just not clicking in my head? I feel like some kind of fucking idiot. I feel like a dumbass right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all. I don't... I just don't know the first part. I know the last part. Give it to me. Just give it to me. Fuck! Just give it to me. Fuck! Stop! Stop it! How do I get the box? God damn it. Look, look. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna use cheese, dude. changes everything. How do I get the box? How do I get the box? I'm so, dude, like every other level in this world has made it so that's not possible to do. So all of a sudden it's possible to take the fan off and my brain just fucking shuts down because I'm not used to that level of freedom. So the first thing that needs to happen is we actually need to put this back. And then we can grab this guy and this guy. And we can put him here like this. Alright, so that's turned on. And then we're able to do that. Oh. I guess we could stop this, right? Grab this. This is just like a... This one has a lot of steps to it. It's like a multi-step one. And we do that, and we should be good to go. Excuse me.
An excellent solution.
Yeah, that one was an excellent solution, I will say that. That was a good puzzle. That was a great puzzle, even. I'm a little concerned. I still don't know where the lab is. Should have found it by now. Step and release. So we've got a trade for a jammer and a trade for one of those mover devices. They probably have a name. Now we can take the fan off. The fan is useful as the last part of the solution, but it needs a red beam. I need both of these active to grab this item, or I can use a jammer. So I think the first thing I'll have access to is that, and then I cannot grab the jammer yet, right? Because I would need something to trade it with. So, let's grab this. Alright, so now we've got something to trade it with. Ah. So that needs the gem to activate. Of course. Now, we do not want to have to activate anything to re-grab this stuff, so we're gonna swap the accumulator and then grab the jammer. Now, we can take the shifter now, and I don't think we'll be needing this anymore. So let's go ahead and swap it for the accumulator. Now, so then the problem with this is I need to set this up first, and then I can set this up, then set that up. But something I did here is wrong. Does the accumulator keep its status if I trade it? Because this will fuck me up. Yes, it does. So then I come up here and I trade with the swapper using the jammer. I place this back, and then I take the shifter and I swap it with the accumulator, and I power the fan, and that's the solution. Good puzzle. Now, for the lab, so we're not able to enter the tower yet. Okay, well, it's on my compass, that's how I saw it.
There you are. Good. Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of
Another
generator, if I had to
somnodrome?
guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference. I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Why am I doing it, not you, bitch? Aren't you the engineer? I'm brand new, I'm not trained for any job or anything. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it, because I'm expendable, huh? These are fucking Tesla coils. Is this an introduction to dangerous elements in the next puzzle? No, that's gonna be the next puzzle element. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know. Sphinx, huh? Yeah. Cannot access energy flow manager. Emergency shutdown. Access denied. Initiate. No. Identify user. Fuck. Alright. Initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. Yeah. What is this obvious Athena? What is that? Load that. Oh, never mind. It's a different thing. Text adventure. Okay, play. You wake up in an impossible place knowing nothing. Look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient, crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. The altar is a place of birth and a place of death. You sense that blood was spilled here, that lives were given for life to be gained. This is how all things came into existence. But is it how all things must continue? You have gained knowledge, sacrifice. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing that that is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea, and deep forests wreathed in fog, and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings, access denied, it intones. I don't know, I'm just gonna say this because that makes sense. The sting of death is sin. towards them. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out into a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus, but you are not ready to ascend. Only once you have found all 3 sigils will the path to the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north, to the garden of the Hesperides. Journey to the garden. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Fight. Warning. Output max perimeter exceeds safety protocol 2C. Cannot adjust output max to correct setting. Access denied. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. The nymphs put their delicate mechanical fingers on your chest, stopping you. This apple, they say in unison as their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Offer to trade part of yourself for the apple. Which part of yourself would you give up then? A dangerous choice. What is a man without a shadow, who is not anchored in the world? You have gained a sigil. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue in the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight. A procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or an unimaginable future, trapped in a moment of celebration. They're smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? The ghosts do not frighten you. You decide that they are not echoes of the past, but signs of a future yet to come. Walking amongst the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the owl. You reach down and take it, and as you do, you have gained a sigil. Suddenly, the voice of the Sphinx, her golden wings her shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason, and if you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the... What just happened? I was still reading that. Did I fuck up?
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay.
Touch it, and you will burn.
It's like an EMP device? Oh, it's like an EMP. Yeah, maybe. Mayor Hermanubis has done much to bring your vision to life. We have almost reached the goal. Sadly, there are still those who refuse to believe. They want to spread their filth across this world, defile all that is beautiful and what we are meant to protect. Hope that when we fulfill the goal, you will return and change their hearts, or cast them out if there is no other way. Byron, from the very beginning, was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world could one day become. When the conflict between Atreus and Sancuniathon turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still, at the time of writing, one of the very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counseling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasizing the extreme stress both parties had been under. Irrational behavior is frequently the result of a perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens. While both of them clearly behaved incorrectly, the ultimate source of the problem is the situation we place them in, of having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. That's not terribly fair, pitting them against each other like that, is it? That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologize. Aftermath of New Alexandria disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the rebuilding of the colony. If Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. Failed to load comment.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted. When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source. And then imagine what the megastructure can do. And what we could do with that kind of energy. I wonder if anyone in New Jerusalem really understands.
Well, I mean, yeah, technically yes, because remember, they all put their consciousness into Athena. Because we're Athena from the first game, right? The protagonist of the first game is Athena, and then Alexandra did put her, you know, thoughts into it, but then so did Arcady and the rest of them, right? Alright, let's do this. What in the goddamn... Wow. Okay, so I have to do that. Fuck! Aw, son of a bitch. Can I, is this the... Could do that, but it's not the intended solution. Let's do it. Huh. I actually have to do some walking? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. What's up here? Like half expecting a QR code in one of these, you know what I mean? Staryu. Yeah, they've all looked like Staryu on this level. There she is.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
Me too. Between these. But also... No.
Why do you believe that the truth is worth more than a life? So one lie is enough to invalidate an entire life? Then, perhaps equally, not all truths are significant, and some should be left unknown. Consider this as you approach the flame.
Fuck!
That was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
I have a feeling it's like, forgot the name of the one in the last game. Circular.
I remember when I was
The
quite
Milton
young,
Library
I was
Assistant.
having trouble
MLA.
figuring out what I wanted
They're
to
just
do.
there to
I wanted to see the outside
contradict you.
world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident. And I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah. Alright. That's gonna be it. I'll call it for now. Climb that tower. Shit, I didn't want to climb that tower anyways. One, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 more episodes until we get to the middle. I want to stream tomorrow after softball. Let me know. I should be around all day. Yeah, sure. I'll hit you up. Anyways, take care, bro. It's good to be back. All right, peace.